Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, we are at the turning point for the XRP price chart and XRP's history. 7 years. We haven't seen new all-time highs yet. But as we've been saying before, I'll say it again. We are fast approaching the March 2017 XRP pattern that caused this parabolic move that took us on a nice profit-taking return. This time around, I suspect new all-time highs coming. Numerous analysts are beginning to notice the XRP chart. And in tomorrow's video, I'm going to have Waters Above back to give his 2 cents on where we are in terms of the timing of the development of this XRP chart. And please remember this analysis from Waters Above a couple weeks ago, where XRP could realistically hit $26 this cycle if it repeats the exact same move it made March 2017. This is the move right here. It went to the 1618 fib, and that same 1618 Fibonacci extension would take us to $26 this time around, relative to the previous all-time high in the crypto market. These are things to point out and be privy to, and you cannot ignore it. In addition, BC Backer stated after nearly 6 months since the euphoric market-wide rejection, we have a top 10 coin trying to take the stab, with Tron poking through the 0.702. This is a period in time in the crypto market where I want to see massive strength from some altcoins. We need to see massive strength in Bitcoin as well. We have been seeing a lot of strength in gold. I've been showing you that XRP is going to play a major role in real-world asset tokenization. Ripple will be a custody solution for banks and FIs. And XRP is going to play a role in all of this, in my personal opinion. But right now we need to look at the macro. As here I'm showing you the high yield index option adjusted spread. And the last time this indicator did this exact pattern was prior to the March COVID 2020 crash. The reason this is important is because I am anticipating a pullback before elections in the broader stock market. This is an event which I like to call deflating the bubble, so that they can reinflate it even higher with interest rate cuts to allow quantitative easing to send stocks and cryptos back up again. This is the last leg of the fiat currency system. The fiat currency system is on its last breath. They're kicking the can down the road as far as they can. Fiat is on life support. But out of the ashes of the old system, a new one will be born. And that is why I am so frustrated with Raoul Pal right now. Raoul Pal is one of my favorite macro analysts in the world. And that's why today I have to call you out, brother. I'm very disappointed. He stated to avoid old coins like XRP and ADA, but I think that's missing the bigger picture, as stated by Jungle Inc. While it is essential to ride the momentum of emerging blockchains, anchoring your portfolio with proven assets is just as critical. XRP and Cardano have withstood the test of time. Having the best of both worlds is important. What you're going to hear is him actively talking down XRP, calling the XRP community a cult, which parts of it are, saying don't miss out on the new trends. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of the biggest people that's anti-crypto tribalism in the world, especially in the XRP space. I call out the difference between the XRP army and the XRP cult. Those are two different things. I always tell people to look at the current trends in the market. That's why I've taken on to Jupiter, the largest DeFi exchange in the Solana ecosystem, to ride the meme trend into 2025. But I think you just got it wrong, Raul.
Blah, 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 XRP. We've gone through this before. XRP, it's like from 2 bull markets ago. You might be right. You might love it forever. Just please move to whatever the strong momentum is. I know there's that fear in your head is this time it'll be the big one. You'll get plenty of notification, you get back in, but don't miss the bull market because you're in a narrative of past. I beg you, I've begged you and begged you, don't do this. And the communities are huge. And I feel like, and I don't want to get attacked by people online for this, but I just feel like you're being done a disservice by being in a cult. Our job is to be mercenaries. We're in the job to make money, not to be a cult. Cults don't make money except for the leaders. Be a mercenary. Lend out your capital to the opportunities that will offer you the best risk-adjusted return. So I know it hurts people when I say this. Cardano, XRP, there's a whole bunch of these. I really hope you're right, but hope is not an investment strategy. Okay? So I'm not trying to insult you. I'm not trying to be rude. Please just understand my heart is coming from a good place.
And you see, ladies and gentlemen, there's not really a part of that I disagree with. But the problem is, XRP has all the momentum. It's won at every step of this case. It's been relisted on all exchanges. Real world asset tokenization is here. The root network is here. Developments are here. NFTs are here. The XRP price has stayed very low, so you're not catching a green candle. You're buying low with the potential of selling much higher. The banks and FIs are partnered with Ripple. There is no fundamental weakness in this coin when you look under the hood. The price action potential for XRP is repeating on the charts, and now you want to FUD XRP after saying things like this?
There's this weird narrative from the past about Ripple. The point being is, even if they have to settle a lawsuit and get a slap on the wrist, Ripple plays actually quite an important role. It's a money transmission network, and it does quite a good job of it. And it has deep connections with global governments around the world and has worked really hard on it. So there is a reason the chain is valued as highly as it is, and it's not from speculation, because actually, you know, it got taken off a whole bunch of exchanges because of the lawsuit. It's actually because when I use my netcast law model, the amount of value that gets transacted on the chain is very high. It's being used. So I think if you lift the legal issue, probability is that the value of the chain increases significantly. And you know, as the world moves towards central bank digital currencies, I think the XRP network is going to be somewhere at the center of all of that.
So ladies and gentlemen, after hearing all of that, my question is, what the fuck has changed? Now, there is no legal battle. The legal aspect of this has gone. But then you go back and say, don't miss out this time around because XRP is old? What has changed? CBDCs will come one day. The partnerships are still there. The price is still investable. It's not too high. What's the problem? Are you still chasing green candles like what you did with Terra Luna in the last bull market, Raul?
You can just put money, stake the network, and get 20%. And they're basically risk-free.
This is the collapse of what was the third largest stablecoin.
Basically risk-free.
You know, Terra really is impaired here.
Basically risk-free.
It's one of the worst scandals in the history of the crypto industry.
This is mind-blowing.
So I have never seen anything like this.
Basically risk-free.
At this point, the next big thing to watch would be exchanges delisting these tokens.
If you want to own that network. Same with Ethereum.
And really, that would be the nail in the coffin here.
This is mind-blowing.
These ideas were fundamentally unsound.
Basically risk-free.
Okay, Raul, okay, I get it. XRP's bored plenty of people. We were long We were all wrong the last cycle. It did not hit new all-time highs. I recommend diversification heavily. Because I was diversified, I was able to profit off H-bar. I was able to make money on Quant. I was able to make money on Theta. I made my 100x on Cardano. I made some money on a couple other plays as well. XRP was my most underperforming crypto, and you're absolutely right that that occurred. However, this time around with 2020 foresight, I'm saying right now I think the March 2017 move for XRP is going to happen. The legal aspect is gone. XRP's been artificially suppressed because of mass delistings and the SEC case, in my opinion. And following the current trend, sometimes, like with Terra Luna, doesn't always work, Rao. Sometimes it's a Ponzi, Rao. As Mike Novogratz can tell you, with the Terra tattoo he had to get rid of. But hey, I don't blame you. It's not your fault. You couldn't have known Terra Luna was going to implode. FTX was going to implode. Some of these other cryptos would implode. This is part of the game. Just like I couldn't have known XRP wasn't going to go to new all-time highs last cycle. But all I'll say is this. Past performance does not mean future results. And just like you could point out 2021 is an example of that being true, I could say I believe the opposite will occur this time around. To each his own. But what I'll recommend is don't leave a crypto that has withstood the test of time being sued by the SEC and maintaining its position in the top 10 coins throughout all of it, just because you're bored. Boring will make you generational wealth one day. And I think for XRP, it will be in this cycle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I have Crypto Insights UK showing that the last time XRP versus the Bitcoin chart crossed above this exact point it is right now, this is what occurred. And I hope you pay attention.
Back in 21, what was the percentage of outperformance there on that push upwards?
Yeah, it was here. So it was a bit tricky, this one. So we actually had that first push up here that, as you can see, it went to this price here. So above the price level that we're at now, even just to that wick, that was 129% before we then pulled back. And then the next time we broke above that level, it was up. So that's 295%. So that's between
it's quite incredible, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. And look how short that time space is. That's the really important part. It's like that's a 2-week period really where you get most of that move. Like it's just these two bars. You break above, you get the close above. The next weekly candle is in 1 week. Outperformance against Bitcoin 105%, to the top is 129%. If you
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all see, there are plenty of analysts and plenty of technical indicators pointing to the XRP breakout that we've been waiting years for. No FUD can get you out of this coin now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The global stage is set. And finally, I'm going to leave you with this clip for the day of the World Economic Forum giving the predictive programming and warning of shock events that will disrupt the 2024 election. War is at play. Election season is at play. Monkeypox have returned. Any little event that may trigger a recession, a change in financial outcomes and the financial landscape, political unrest, you name it, the programming has been prepped. Don't be shaken, don't be dissuaded, don't get distracted. Now is the time to head down, perform. Long live the XRP community. We will become the new 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please get your offline hardware wallets to secure your crypto from any potential cyber attacks. exchange bankruptcies, exchange failures. You need to be flexible during the crypto bull market. Having your crypto offline will protect against any exchanges going down or being paused, quote unquote, like they tend to do during bull markets. And the Decent wallet is my favorite wallet that I'm using this time around. Your discount link is in the description below, and I highly recommend you get yours today. As always, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Well, I guess there is such a thing as bad media, and I will say bad media is a story that I saw come out in the World Economic Forum today. You know, I'm always perusing their website. They've warned, conveniently ahead of the 2024 election, of an, quote, era of shock events that we should be anticipating, including but not limited to, and these are direct quotes, a cyber pandemic that is intentional, a new global extremist group emerging, and climate change claiming its first island nation going on to lament. Look for global risks to be further exacerbated by unexpected, destabilizing shock events. Now, I don't know about you, but anytime I hear the words cybersecurity, especially an attack that's intentional, just around the time of the 2024 election, I get a little suspicious. We know we maintain that there are no conspiracies, only coincidences here in the war room, but the World Economic Forum, I would argue, is at it again, engaging in predictive programming, trying to get us, I think, prepared for what we're going to see some very interesting cybersecurity issues unfold as we barrel towards November 5th. Because remember, CISA, the cybersecurity agency that your taxpayers or tax dollars fund, they're too busy censoring Americans online who have issues with the efficacy of, COVID vaccines and mask mandates and election integrity instead of actually doing their damn job, which is keeping elections secure. But I guess when you got an election to steal, election security doesn't actually matter. So that's why they have so much free time. I guess the less secure elections are, the easier it is to steal anyways.